listening to the Never Kamala crowd tell Kamala voters that pointing fingers is not helpful and right now we need a fight. It's like listening to white people pull that can't we all just get along BS when minorities lay out all the ways that they have harmed us. We have to stop blaming each other and come together. It's so dismissive. Like, if you want to talk about unification, we need to understand this divide first. You guys thought that the righteous thing to do was to gamble on our human rights to send a message to our government, a big FU to the government over our rigged two-party system. Do you feel heard now? Oh, it's almost like we said that adding more obstacles for us to fight was counterproductive. All over, I'm saying, guys, when are we doing this? When are we protesting? What are you waiting for? Who are you waiting on? It can't be us. You got this, Katniss. You can't ask for unity when you're boasting about or proudly defending actions that put us in harm's way. You're still dragging that woman and she lost. Like, why am I hearing more about her and spineless Democrats and blue MAGA versus your plan to dismantle the two-party system? Your plan to dismantle our military-industrial complex? Like, what's the plan? Why aren't you outside? Why has this promising movement gone silent again? It's almost like we called it. It was all about owning the liberals and sticking it to the man. After tearing Kamala down and uplifting the third-party movement, you had no plans. You never thought the responsibility to lead a movement would fall on you, and now it has. Go ahead. Go ahead. But you lost millions of supporters that you would have had you not played with our lives. You were not the revolutionary you think you are. Talking about they're the exact same and we're just fear-mongering. They had polar opposite viewpoints on gay rights, trans rights, reproductive rights, deportation and immigration practices. One has a right-hand man who did the salute to them, and the other one has no problem denouncing them. One hopes to clear out Gaza and make it a resort. The other one called for a ceasefire. One respects the transfer of power. The other one pardoned people who tried to overthrow the government in his name. One is an aspiring dictator. One is not. You guys held a black woman to impossible standards, expecting her to dismantle foreign policies that have been in place for decades. As vice president, you held her accountable for the actions and inactions of white men who had power that she did not. To see a growing number of communities suffer and be put at risk just to turn around and say, yeah, this was all worth it, and then ask us where we are. Shame us for taking a step back. Fuck you. Each and every one of you who didn't vote, who voted for a non-viable candidate and encouraged others to do the same. Until you understand the gravity of what you all collectively did, until I can trust that in 4 years, fingers crossed, you won't gamble on our human rights again, until you provide an actual plan for this revolution you're definitely not serious about, don't call on nobody to build community with you guys. Like, where do you suggest starting for this revolution? What's the first step? You have concepts of a revolution. Got it.